Hey everyone, it's Cody here, back with Keystone Detail, answering another question in our window tint FAQ series. So today's question is, how is automotive window tint installed? This is a great question. A lot of people don't know how it's actually installed, and it's actually a pretty cool process. It's not spray applied or anything like that. Window tint is a film, and we just have a junk scrap piece up here to kind of show you guys and explain the process a little bit more. All of our window tint here in-house at Keystone Detail is currently hand cut. You can either hand cut or have it machine cut with things like a plotter, which some shops only use as a plotter. However, it's good to be trained in both, because say the plotter goes down or something, you need to be able to know how to hand cut the window film to put it on the vehicle without, say, relying on that technology. First, it would be in the hand cut method. You would place a rough piece of film on the outside of automotive glass, and then it needs cut to shape on the outside, and you get it roughly cut to shape with all your lines, your top edge, all that, and then you bring it over to what's called a peel board here. It's just a big piece of glass, and that's where you can trim it up and do your final touches to get it as close to perfect as you can. Once it's over to the peel board, you're going to come over and be able to get this evened out. Maybe you got to trim up an edge here. You could bring it over and actually cut right on the glass, so that then you can take off slight edges and make it more of a perfect cut to actually get a flawless install. Once everything is trimmed up, at that point we then go ahead and peel the liner on the film. So there is a clear liner here, which you will see, and we would peel this liner and spray this area with what's called slip solution. So we would spray that as we're peeling the liner. So this is going to add some lubrication, and then also add a barrier so that any sort of dust and stuff it's going to minimize the chance of that settling on there. And then once that liner is peeled, we would pull it off of the peel board, take it over to the vehicle, and actually carefully install it. Then at that point, once the adhesive side is placed on the inside of the window and it's in place, we would then get something such as this, which is a handheld squeegee, and then actually work from the middle outward to squeegee everything down, get a flawless install. So at that point, once it's fully squeegeed, it then is ready to cure and do its thing. Windows need left rolled up for 2 to 3 days, depending on the climate outside, but then after that, you're good to roll down. And like all of our window film here is lifetime warranted against any peeling, bubbling, cracking, fading, or installation error. So we use super high quality film, and there never should be an issue for the life of vehicle ownership. One other important piece in there, beyond actually cutting window film and getting it to shape, is preparation of the glass. So prior to actually pulling this off the peel board, taking it over to the vehicle, we do need to thoroughly prep vehicle glass, because there could be dirty, could be dusty, there could actually be previous window tint adhesive on there, and we need to make sure all that's thoroughly cleaned off. Otherwise it would get trapped and be very noticeable under this window film. We do a combination of things like very light abrasive Scotch-Brite pad to clean the window, razor blades if need be, and the whole goal again is just to get any junk off the glass so that it's not trapped between the film and the glass, showing noticeable defects, which would be called contamination. Could be dust, debris, anything like that, and that's also why we use the slip solution. All these things to get a near perfect install. Of course, perfection is impossible, but we try to get as close as we can with our window film installations here. Hand cutting definitely is not super commonly found. A lot of shops, again, will use a plotter and stuff, but in our opinion, a trained, well-skilled hand cutter can get a much better install than even a plotter, which is using a machine program, and think like a printer for window film. Although it's quicker, you generally can get a better install hand cutting. So the glass would need to be prepped. The window film gets cut on the outside roughly to shape, gets transferred to a peel board, trimmed up to get as close to perfect as we can. Then the liner is pulled, slip solution is sprayed on the glass of the car and on the adhesive side of the film. Then it's transferred over to the car to put on to the window, get it into place, squeegee it out, and then it's good to go. After it cures those couple days, then it can be rolled down and treated as normal. You should never have any problem with it the remainder of the life of the vehicle. So hope that helps. We know that's a question that a lot of people don't know a lot about, and it really helps to see it and understand how it's installed, so that way when you're getting your vehicle tinted, whether it's by us or any other shop, you have a good understanding of what they're actually doing to the vehicle. It helps kind of connect some dots, to say the least. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next window tint FAQ video in our series here, and we'll see you there.